Over to Vanessa, thank you. When NYPD detectives Rafael Ramos and Wenjun Liu were ambushed and killed in Brooklyn back in 2014, people from around the world pitch in with donations to help their families left behind. The Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation raised $1.2 million to pay off the mortgages on both of their homes, and now the nonprofit wants to do the same for relatives of the 5 Dallas officers murdered this week. John Hodge, COO of the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, joins us live this morning to explain more about how you at home can help watching. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Unfortunately, it's a topic like this that brings you here, but your foundation does so much to help those in need. When you first heard about what happened in Dallas, what was your reaction?
Well, my reaction was I was actually watching your news broadcast when the news was breaking, and then kept watching through the night, and you know that gut-wrenching feeling that we had when detectives Liu and Ramos were assassinated also. And quite frankly, all the principals with Tunnel to Towers were doing the same thing in their homes. So by 6 a.m. we were on the phone that morning saying we have to do something here, as we did for detectives Liu and Ramos.
Absolutely. And what exactly do you hope to do for the slain Dallas officers, and how can people chip in to rally around this effort?
Well, I'm going to say just tunneltotowers.org.
Great.
Go there if you would,
yes,
please.
Absolutely.
Tunneltotowers.org or toll-free 844-BRAVEST. Donate. Here's what we're looking to do. We are looking to do for not just the 5 families, certainly the 5 families of the assassinated officers, but all 12 officers if we can. We want to help out with whatever their housing needs may be. And it's such a fluid situation. We're not 100% sure exactly what that is. But as a foundation, that's something that's kind of become a specialty of ours. And we know from helping out, for instance, the families of Liu and Ramos, detectives Liu and Ramos, by paying off their mortgages, we took a tremendous burden from them moving forward. And we're looking to help out with whatever the housing needs are going to be. But given the number of officers, it's a tremendous burden.
That was my question. Do you have a monetary goal in mind?
Our monetary goal right now, and we think it's attainable, but very difficult, and we're going to need everyone to chip in here, is $5 million.
Okay. Divide amongst all of those families. So for those of you who don't know, the charity was started in honor of an FDNY firefighter who died on 9/11. This is the deadliest attack on law enforcement since then. So for you, it is a big mission and very important.
It's very important. First of all, Stephen Siller was my cousin, so a family member. Yeah, you know, it brings you back to that again, and because this is the largest or biggest attack on law enforcement since 9/11, and we're a 9/11 organization, again, there's that connection there that we just want to reach out and help out. But the first step, we were able to raise $1.2 million in a very short period of time for detectives Liu and Ramos, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to raise this $5 million so we can get down to Dallas and start working with the families on whatever their needs are.
And with that $1.2 million that you raised, what exactly did you do? I know we talked about mortgages, but just so people know what their money will be paying for.
Okay, thank you for asking that. First of all, we paid off the mortgages for the 2 homes, and then we undertook renovating the 2 homes. Detective Liu's home was rededicated last September, and within the next couple of weeks, Detective Ramos's home has also now been 100% renovated, and we're going to be, you know, doing a ribbon-cutting ceremony there also. We've also done it for others. There was a volunteer firefighter from Long Island, Joseph Sanford, killed at the same time. We paid off the mortgage for his home. I mean, we've done it around the country, so we know how to do it, but this is such a pressing need right now.
And I know it goes without being said that I'm sure the families are grateful. They're not here to speak for themselves. What are some of the reactions that you've heard from them and how it's changed their lives?
Well, let me say this. We had a press conference yesterday, and the widows from Detective Liu and Ramos both came to the press conference and donated $10,000 each to get the ball rolling on this. And the good news is, and here's some great news, is that although we have a $5 million lofty goal, as of when we went on the air just a little while ago, in the first 24 hours, we've taken in over $300,000 from all 50 states and some countries around the world.
That gives me goosebumps. I feel like the whole country is rallying at this time.
They are. You know, it's times like this where we really get to see the goodness of the American people. You know, sometimes it gets lost with all the headlines and everything.
Unfortunately.
But we're seeing the goodness. We've seen it before, and we know if they'll rally and help us out, we're going to do the right thing. One last thing, it's important because people want to know that money's being spent wisely. 93.2 cents on every dollar that came into us went back out for its intended purpose last year. So send us the money. We'll take good care of that money for you.
And that is your plea to the public this morning.
That is
and give us again the website that we need to go to so that we can all
tunneltotowers.org or 844-BRAVEST. It's a toll-free number.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you,
Absolutely. CBS 2 is a proud sponsor of the annual Tunnel to Towers run each September. And for more information on making a donation, you can also head to cbsnewyork.com. Otis, back on over to you.
All right. Thanks a lot.